Hey guys, what's up? I'm Veer. I'm gonna spend more than 5 minutes talking about Shourya because it's been 20 years, 28 years since I know him, and it's hard to condense.
Louder!
Yo, sorry. Shourya is my oldest friend. Sony, please restrain Arjun from acting out on me. But we're gonna go through 8 phases of Shourya and his whole life, and that's the chronology of Shourya pre-Ashrin. So Ashrin, hopefully you and the family learn about the lovable, dependable, warm man that Anuj uncle is describing, and see him for what he truly was until you changed him. So yeah, we can start. Let's get started. Yeah. So baby Shourya, let's go to the next slide. So this is Shourya, me, Ashil, and our entire Pleasant Palace gang at age 3 at one of our birthday parties. You can see Shourya and I were inseparable. He used to take me to chess classes. He used to go to the mandir, funnily enough, the religious Shourya, the Paryushan Shourya. And next slide, yeah. And you can see Sheetal auntie. He grew up to be he was a very cute, chubby little boy who always got his way with those googly eyes. And yeah, we can go next. Until we get Shourya, the sensitive teen. Now, we're going to go through the OG influencer era of Shourya. He is the OG influencer. I don't think I need to say anything about this slide. This is 2014. Look at the engagement. It is off the track. 55 likes on Facebook, not Instagram, guys. Next slide. Now, Shourya was always this is when Shourya was a young teen. He wasn't greatest with the ladies and used to seek validation online. And he got the engagement. What the hell is 16 likes? 18 likes, 21 comments. Alright, let's go next. Until Shourya, so this is age 10, 12, 14, and then he meets Arjun Chinna, his soulmate. Sorry, Ashrin. And since then, he hit his stride, he got confident, and you know what? And then there was an entire hashtag dedicated to him, where women from around Bombay and Baroda flocked and took pictures. There's at least 15, 20 different women who are taking pictures and uploading hashtag, and it's trending on Facebook. Next slide. And it's not just women, men too. I don't even know what was going on. I was not from Cathedral, so I was like, okay, what is going on? Is this part of Cathedral culture? Yeah, we can go next. Now, as soon as Shourya lands in LA, he gets into USC, fantastic. We're all super proud. We're kind of confused. But we're proud nonetheless, USC is a warm city. He touches LA and he decides that he is black. And whether this is fashion, whether this is music, whether this is culture, amongst other things that I can't discuss here, he decides that his heroes are G-Eazy and Pop Smoke. You can see Pop Smoke. The light is covering Shourya's face, but he's photoshopped himself into the necklace and sent us pictures. That is Anshul next to him from our Pleasant Palace gang, and he's made all the money from the financial tips that Ashil has given him. Shourya celebrating G-Eazy, getting Forbes 30 under 30 like it was him. Look, mama, I made it. Okay, let's go next. Now, the hip-hop culture wasn't limited to just one thing. You can see that even Under Armour has to be a Balenciaga collab. It's Supreme all over. I don't know if you can see Ashil's picture, but Ashil was talking about his lack of fashion taste and how Priya hates him. Shourya used to buy him cinnamon on toast kid collabs, his 2 favorite things, food and fashion combined. And this is the one picture around the sneaker store is in Thailand, and that was the outing. We went to a sneaker store and just saw sneakers as one whole thing. Let's go next. Sorry. Now the Supreme and the hype and the fashion wasn't limited to one thing. Even his diabetes it has to be Supreme. The food has to be Supreme. The locks have to be Supreme. The brick, he almost got the Supreme brick that people were standing outside in lines for. We don't understand the obsession. But once Virgil died, he was like, no, I'm done. I'm too cool for this now. Let's go next. Now, we're moving a little bit into his rebel age, you know. So I was going through his Facebook feed, and I thought that this was Cathedral, but this turns out it's 2017, which means he was in college when this happened. What is going on? We have no idea. I had to obviously censor out some of the words, but 60 likes, so people are just assuming that this is normal behavior. Like, people know who he is. This is this influencer guy. He just likes to rant. We can go next. And then he starts quoting like G-Eazy in all of his profile pictures, like, culture, my liver is muddy, but it's all good. I'm still sipping this bubbly. Yeah, this shit is love. Like, what? What? And then Chinna, the ever-supported boyfriend in the comments, looking thin, bruv. Let's go next. Okay, Shourya doesn't get as much credit, and for he does, like, you know, with academics amongst other things, we make fun of the USC. We appreciate it, but let's go next. But in 2016, okay, now before you see this picture, the outfit recommendation that when I asked Shourya, okay, what do we wear tonight? He was like, dude, just like, you know, wear what you'd wear in London. Like, that's what you gotta wear. And I was like, okay, cool. And I know all of you know that, like, Shourya and Chinna Arjun have had many honeymoons in London. But Ashil, if you had just taken Shourya's November 1st, 2016 tip, the amount of money that you have made, you would have retired and be able to finance his dream wedding in London at Arlington House. You know, a 35x multiple, just remember that. You can see them photoshopped out there. This is what's going to happen if you guys keep going to London. It's going to replace the Queen on the note. Let's go next. Now, Shourya the foodie. Ashreen, we know, like, when I knew that, like, you and Shourya were, like, you know, meant to be when... Let's go next. When I saw the way he looked at you, there's only two things he looks at with that much, you know, intensity, with that much electricity, with that much love. And one of them is food, the other is Arjun, obviously.
Oh my God.
And yeah, and that's when I knew. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, this is it, you know? Future Shourya. This is almost the last, guys, so bear with me for a second more. So, they say childbirth is as painful as not being able to crack a cold one with the boys. Ashreen, this is I don't know whether this is a warning, whether this is a realization, or whatever it is. But, you know, welcome to the Cathedral crew, welcome to the Pleasant Palace gang, welcome to the family. That's my presentation, but I have a few words more to say. Shourya's actually been my friend since 3 years old. Like, you know, I've seen him grow up. We've been in each other's lives throughout, and honestly, you're unbelievably lucky to have him as he is with you. He was the first person, like, I was the first person he told. You know, when he told me that, hey, like, I'm dating this girl, he hadn't told anyone else. Sorry, Chinna. And he was like, you know, I'm gonna quit the YPO. I was like, what? YNG, YPO, whatever you guys call it. I was like, why are you quitting? And he's like, dude, I met this girl. I was like, would you please give me more details? And he's like, I met this girl, and like, we're seeing each other. And this was at Ashil's first function at Estella. And I was like, isn't that a bit premature? Like, you've just started dating her, you've been in YNG for a while. But looking back on it, like, his conviction has been there from the very start. He knew, and honestly, like, when Shourya knew, he knew, and we're so happy that he's found his one and only match, and you've changed him for the better. So, Ashreen, thank you so much for making Shourya for what he truly is and replacing Arjun finally. All our love, welcome to the family. Yay.